Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Sophia and welcome to this video. We are in Venice. I just have to apologize. I'm sorry if you see like light changing. There's a fan here and I want to keep it going because otherwise it gets really hot in here. Spoiler, this is me on day 2 after our first full day in Venice. So I have actually experienced most of what is already filmed for this video, but I just didn't have a chance to sit down and do an intro, so I wanted to do that now. And I just wanted to say welcome to the video, and now I will show you everything that we did on the first day. First time trying apple spritz? Yeah, it's good. Good. Not really what I was expecting though. Okay, first day recap. Sorry, I know that I'm literally in the same position as when I filmed the intro, but let's ignore that. I wanted to share the experience of the first day. So we arrived into Venice around, or the first, like it's not a full day, but it was like a half day. We arrived in at around 2 p.m., 2:30, between like 2 and 3, let's say. And because we came from the train from Zurich. So that was about like a 6-hour train ride. And it went smooth for the most part, except for the fact that it was supposed to be a full train, if that makes sense. Like it was supposed to be a non-stop train from Zurich to Venice, but there ended up being, they said, some like mechanical issue with the train. So we had to get off that at a stop that we wouldn't have to do otherwise, but it wasn't really that big of a deal. We didn't have to pay any extra because we already paid for the seat reservation. So I was worried that they were gonna like get mad at us because we didn't have proper seat reservations or something, but it was totally fine. And I think they understood the situation of the train breaking, so it wasn't our fault, and they were very helpful. And it didn't really feel that long either, even though it was so long. So then I went and we did some browsing and some shopping in some of the touristy destinations. So I ended up getting this ring, which is like a classic glass ring. I think it was like €3 or something. Very cheap, but that's quite standard for the prices for these things. And I just got this, like, it's kind of a white, but it also kind of has a tinge of pink. But I really like the addition that adds to my ring collection, and it's just a little token from Venice. And I also got myself, and there was like a 6 deal for these little glass animals at the same shop that I got this. So I ended up getting 3, and then the friend that I'm with, she ended up getting 3 as well. And I don't want to take those out because the guy packed it up so nicely, and I want to leave it like that for the plane ride back because it seems very secure and safe. But they're just the classic, you can see them all over Venice. They have like these little Murano, I don't know if they're real from Murano or not, but they're these little like glass animals, and I think they're really cute. So I got one for me, one for my mom, and then one for my friend back home. And then we just, yeah, as I said, we just looked around. I'll insert some pictures maybe, but then we ended up coming back to the hotel to like just freshen up a bit, and then we went to dinner. And I'm sorry, I don't know the name of the place that we went to, but I have tried an Aperol Spritz for the first time, as you saw in the video, and I liked it. They're really good, and this is like, I think, where Aperol Spritz were invented, so that's quite cool. And then we came back to the hotel, and I'm staying at a hostel in Venice because it was the cheapest one, but we have our own room and our own bathroom, and it's called Ostella Santa Fosca or something. And I don't know if university students actually stay here, but I know that it's like somehow related to the university, but I don't quite understand it. I think it's that they don't make any profit from the guest. Like whatever profit they do end up making other than that pays off their expenses goes to helping the Italians have a cheaper wage or whatever. But we were staying in hotels before this, but just because they were like, you know, the best prices that we could find in our 3 stops before this one is the lowest quality we have, if I can say that. It's not horrible, and for the price that it is, even though it's quite expensive still, like, I don't know, I just don't know if I can give it like a 100% rating. Like, for example, there's some like there's a lot of marks on the walls, there's dead mosquitoes that people squished, and they're just like still on the walls. And then last night we had, it's fine, like I know bugs get in and that's not their fault, but there was like a big silverfish type of bug or something, and it was just really gross, and it was a whole scene of us trying to kill it, and I still don't feel comfortable. Like, he's gonna invite his friends here, and yeah, I haven't showered here. Sorry if that's gross, because the shower is just not that inviting, but it's okay, it's only for the one day. And yeah, it's just kind of crumbling apart, but I know Venice is sinking, but anyways, it's not really that bad. I think I'm just being a little bit picky. So yeah, that's what happened that night, is the bug debacle, and then it was hard for me to fall asleep, and I woke up at 3 a.m. and I was just like half asleep and a little bit scared, so I had like brought my phone with me and like to have a flashlight. But anyways, I was just being dramatic. It's seriously not that bad. Now we are up to date. I know I'm like sitting in this exact position this entire video, but now we are up to date, and I am explaining everything that I did today up to right now, and still might go get some dinner, some pizza or something. I really want to have pizza here, but my friend went to go get a sandwich, and I'm like, okay, but I want to eat dinner in like 2 hours, and she's like, I know. So I don't know what's going on there, but that's okay. I want to share everything that I ended up buying today. You saw all of the experiences. I highly recommend going to that Pantalon church or whatever. Such a hidden gem, and it's so beautiful if you guys are looking for something to do in Venice. But what I ended up buying today. So firstly, and you'll have to excuse, I have like I don't know if it's like a mosquito bite or something here, but just ignore that. I promise I don't have like something wrong with me, but it's this one. This beaded one. Again, it's like the Murano glass style, like this ring that I bought the other day. But I got this like multicolor one with me with the red ribbon in between, and it's already it's already tarnishing. I literally just put it on. Whatever, I don't really care. It's mostly not metal anyways. It's mostly the year ribbon. And then for my friend back home, I ended up buying her this. It's this exact one, but it was in like a pink, like it's more of like a pink color with a pink thread in between and not like the multicolor. So I hope she likes that. And these were €8 each. So that's maybe about 10 or 12 Canadian. And that's not bad for a bracelet, right? And then I also collect magnets. So I've been buying magnets at every spot and I got 2. So this one was just €1, I believe. And it says like Venice and it's just in like a blue metallic color. And then this one was €2 from the same shop. And that's more of a colorful one. It says Venezia with like the canal and everything. So I really like those ones and I'm excited to add those to my collection. And I did a lot of shopping today, but that's okay. I also got, so that's my friend's bracelet, but I don't want to show it just because I want to keep it in its little protective packaging to give to her. And I ended up buying yarn for the sweater that I've been talking about with you guys. So I got another concept by Katia, and I've never heard of this before coming to Europe. It might just be more prevalent here and we do actually have it back home, but I already got this exact one, the alpaca silver. I believe it's this exact one in my Paris video in like a blue color, but I decided to get this purple. So now I have 2 shiny ones and this one was €10.50. So that's kind of expensive. It's only plus or minus 120 meters. So I hope in Vienna and Prague, the yarn stores are a bit cheaper because I need to get up my yardage. Like I need to get at least 400 meters more, I believe, from those 2 places. And also I can just fill it in with yarn from home since it is going to be so scrappy. Like I don't really care to do that. It doesn't bother me, but I would like it to be all from the places that I'm visiting. So yeah, this one will match with the blue one that I got. I don't know if you can even see. Yeah, same thing that happened with the Paris one. You can't see that it's like really nice and shiny, but it's not scratchy at all. I really love this one. So yeah, and as I said, €10.50 for this. And she had another one that I really liked that was like more textured. That was €12.50. So that is really pushing it for kind of the same amount of yarnage. And it was also the concept by Katia, but it was a cotton one. And I also didn't know how I totally felt because I liked the texture of it, but I felt like mixing that texture with the other textures of the yarns could have been like a little too much, a little too jarring. So it would have been totally nice for a sweater all by itself, but to mix and match, didn't know how I felt. And yeah, the yarn store that I went to, this is a little bag she gave me, was called Lila Bella. But guys, I highly recommend, because even though it is a little bit more pricey, if you're in Venice and you're a crafty person and you want to do a similar sweater to what I'm doing, I highly recommend visiting there. The owner, or I don't know if she was the owner, but the little lady who was working there was so sweet, and I complimented her on the sweater and she said that she made it herself, and she was like showing me other things, and she was just like really into her craft, and she was just happy to be there, I think, and so sweet and willing to accommodate to me, even though I didn't speak Italian very well at all, especially when it comes to yarn and stuff. So she was so nice, and $10.50 for that, but I gave her 11 and I told her that she could keep the 50 cents. And yeah, she was so sweet. I loved her. And I did also want to say, interject before I forget, that I tried a Hugo spritz today. I don't know if I ended up filming it. We just like bought it and took it to go. It was €3.50 or something. Oh my god, guys, that was so good. And I like the Hugo spritz more than the Aperol spritz, I think. The Hugo was so good. Less places have that here. It's just less common, and also I think it's harder to make because I believe it's elderberry syrup, maybe Prosecco, and then mint and lime juice. Mint leaves and lime chunks. I don't know how to say that, slices. So yeah, it was really good and highly recommend getting a Hugo spritz if you find a place to get it. The last trinket that I bought, finally, is a tote bag, because I wanted to get a tote bag from Venice, and I got one from Geneva as well, and I just like collecting tote bags. This was €6.99, and that was common for the ones that I was seeing, and this is the one that I chose. Just says Venezia on it. That's a better view, maybe. Same thing on the front and back, and I like that it was on the front and the back, because a lot of times when you get a tote bag, it'll only have something on the one side. So that was really cute, and you can, I don't remember the places for most of these ones. Like it wasn't something, except for the yarn store, it wasn't something that I had looked up before going. I just like went. So sorry that I don't know the exact name, but yeah, wasn't really keeping that good of a track. But yeah, that's everything that I got today. I think I covered everything. But yeah, now I'm just here. It's about 7:30 or something. And I got, of course, so much gelato, and it's so yummy. And I'm really excited to try some pizza, maybe. Even if I just end up going alone, I think that's okay. So yeah, that is I've been up to in Venice so far, and it's been great. I love this city so much, and I really would like to come back at some point. Maybe it would be a nice place to get engaged, maybe, even though don't even have a boyfriend yet. But yeah, I like it here, and this coming here has made me want to see more of Italy. This is my first time in Italy at all, but I definitely want to see more of Italy as a whole because I just really like the culture. I feel like the people are so sweet here, and they're just so nice. So yeah, I'll let you guys know if I get up to anything else while I'm in Venice, like getting food tonight or what. But then tomorrow we're off to Vienna, so stay tuned for that video as well. But I'll update you. This is not the end. This is not the end that you're seeing of me for this video.